Good afternoon, folks, and happy Monday. It is 11/24/25, and here we go with another episode of Blazed and Confused brings you the news. Came across this interesting story today that I thought was pretty interesting. Zoo admits that their pandas are painted dogs after backlash from visitors. Okay. One viewer says that's the Temu version of a panda. I don't know about you folks, but if I were to go to the zoo and see this right here, I would automatically know that is not a panda bear. That is a dog, or at least some version of a dog. So I don't know how long they got away with this, but surely not very long. A Chinese zoo has admitted that the pandas in their exhibits were, in fact, painted dogs. According to the New York Post, visitors at the Shanwei Zoo realized they were being bamboozled.
Come on, son.
When the so-called pandas began panting and barking. Pandas are native to China and an international symbol of the country. Again, I don't even know that I've seen a panda in real life, but I don't see that and immediately go, oh, look at the cute panda. It's more like, why is that dog painted like a panda? I digress. In one visitor's video, one of the pandas was visibly panting while resting on a rock in a fence, while another clip had a panda with a long tail strolling about. It's a pan dog, one viewer wrote, while someone else joked, that's the Temu version of a panda.
Bat shit crazy.
Another viewer says they were painting. That's why they are pandas. They are panting. That's why they are pandas.
Come on, son.
All right. Never mind. Whatever that said.
Blazed and confused is fake news.
After visitors publicized the ruse on social media, the organizers admitted they'd painted two Chow Chows, a fluffy dog breed originally from northern China, with black and white panda markings. Since then, visitors have demanded their money back for false advertising. Gee, Merry Christmas. This isn't the first time. This isn't the first time a Chinese zoo has
You got to be bat shit crazy.
I can't get over that. It's not even the first time this has happened. This isn't the first time a Chinese zoo has misled visitors with claims of housing real pandas. In May, NBC News reported that Taizhou Zoo in Jiangsu province had also painted Chow Chows. Zoo representatives initially claimed that the animals were a rare breed of panda-dog.
What are you even saying, man?
Before admitting that such animals don't exist. At the time, zoo officials told Chinese state media they had advertised them as panda dogs and did not intentionally mislead anyone. I never heard of a panda dog. I've heard of a Chow Chow. I've never heard of a panda dog. And I feel like in China, they can probably just say what they want and just tell you if you got any problem with that, we'll just make you disappear. So keep your mouth shut about my panda dog. When journalists asked them why they invented the idea of panda dogs to cover their tracks, a zoo representative explained, there are no panda bears at the zoo, and we wanted to do this as a result. Okay, can you not just go get you a panda? Is that not a thing? I feel like if there's pandas in China, you should probably be able to get one instead of painting up a poor dog. At the time, state media and general public criticized the zoo for also mistreating the dogs. It is not funny at all to dye Chow Chow dogs to attract tourists, one commenter wrote on the social media platform Weibo, the Chinese equivalent of X, formerly Twitter. Their fragile skin and naturally thick coats make them susceptible to skin disease. However, officials defended their choice to paint the dogs, noting they weren't harmed by the dye, and argued that if humans could do it, so could dogs.
Come on, son.
Normal people dye their hair, a representative told Zilu Evening News. Dogs can dye their hair too. It's the same as hair. Okay, well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's a true thing.
It's fake news.
Just go get a real panda. From a dog cafe in southwestern Providence and Xi'an, dyeing 6 Chow Chows to look like panda bears in 2019 to a woman of the same province walking a panda dog in a viral video in 2020. It doesn't seem like this zoo practice is a fluke. So I got what they're saying, like other people do it. They saw this lady walking a panda dog and they go, we got an idea. We're going to go get us a couple of those dogs. We're going to paint them up like pandas. And then we're going to tell people to come on and see our panda bears.
You got to be bat shit crazy.
Anyway, I don't know. That's the end of the story. It looks like that's the end of the story. So what did we learn from this, folks? That if you want to make a couple extra bucks, go get you a Chow Chow dog, paint it up like a panda bear, charge people to take pictures with it or something.
Come on, son.
I'm just kidding. Don't do that. I wouldn't do that. Apparently, it's not safe for them. They're fragile skin. Things of that nature. I guess nothing really shocks me anymore. These last couple of years have shown us that just about anything can happen just about anywhere. And shoot, we forget about it 2 minutes later because 15 other crazy things are happening. If you guys see somebody advertising pandas that look like dogs, you might let somebody know. That doesn't seem to be a very good thing. I appreciate you watching. We're going to get into story number 2. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. But I appreciate you tuning in. Blazed and Confused, bringing you your daily weird and wild and on the back page buried news.
Blazed and Confused is fake news. Come on, son.
All right, folks. Welcome back to story number 2 here. It didn't take me long to find another ridiculous story to share with you. Sadly, it seems like there's more ridiculous and crazy stories than good stories. On another note, Tara Reid thinks she was drugged at a Chicago hotel after she went out to have a cigarette with a YouTuber. I only bring that up because I always kind of had a crush on Tara Reid. Always thought she kind of looked crazy enough to maybe even date me.
Come on, son.
But I digress. This one here is pretty interesting, folks. Some of you might be old enough to remember Mrs. Doubtfire, but son dresses as dead mother in Miss Doubtfire ruse to claim her pension. Oh boy. Well, I mean, that's pretty dang close. That's pretty dang close. An unemployed Italian man has been accused of dressing up as his dead mother, complete with lipstick and pearl necklace, to fraudulently claim her pension in a bizarre case that has been dubbed the Miss Doubtfire scandal. The 56-year-old man, an unemployed nurse from the northern city of Mantua, managed to pocket thousands of euros before his ruse was exposed, according to a report in Italy's Corriere della Sera newspaper. I'm pretty sure I nailed that. Making the case all the more macabre is the fact that he allegedly concealed his mother's body at home and kept it for so long that it eventually became mummified. Okay. Grisella Dal Algolia died about 3 years ago at the age of 82, according to the paper. Not only did her son not officially report her death, he wrapped her body in a bedsheet, stuffed it into a sleeping bag, and hid it in his house.
Bat shit crazy.
Nothing really shocks me anymore, I guess. Not only did her son not officially report her death, oh, I just said that. I'm sorry. He then set out to masquerade as her when it came to renewing her identity card in a government office in the suburb of Borgo Virgilio on the outskirts of Mantua, according to the report. Dead giveaway. Deep voice and thick neck. A dead giveaway. He reportedly cut his hair in a similar style as his mother, applied foundation and lipstick, and completed the ensemble with a pearl necklace and old-fashioned clip earrings. He underwent a Miss Doubtfire-style transformation, the paper said, alluding to the 1993 hit film starring Robin Williams. Told you he had to be probably pretty old to remember that. Arriving at the government agency earlier this month, he presented himself as his mother. But his deception eventually raised the suspicions of an employee who thought there was something a little off, not least his low voice and thick neck. The member of the staff alerted the police and the local mayor. The authorities compared official photos of the real Miss Dalagolia with that of her imposter son and realized they had been duped. Yep, absolutely. The son had an annual income of $53,000 thanks to his mother's pension as well as a property portfolio in 3 houses, according to the paper. Grim discovery of hidden corpse. Following his unmasking, police went to his home and made a gruesome discovery. The mummified body of his mother, hidden in a laundry room. He came into the council offices wearing a long skirt. He was wearing lipstick and nail varnish, a necklace and old-style earrings. Francesco Aporte, the mayor of Borgo Virgilano, told the newspaper.
What are you even saying, man?
Probably nailed that, too. Pretty good at this. But up close, his neck was too thick and his wrinkles were strange. The skin on his hands did not seem to be that of an 85-year-old woman. His voice was feminine, but ever so often it dipped and sounded masculine. But I might not have noticed these strange features had they not been pointed out. Once his masquerade had been discovered, police told him they needed to inspect his home. He agreed to that. They searched the house and found a mummified body, the mayor says. She probably died of natural causes, but that will be established by the post-mortem. It is a very strange story and very, very sad. Well, that's why it's here, folks, because it's a strange story. They don't talk about that on Fox News.
It's fake news!
In a statement, the Carabinieri military police said the mother's body was wrapped in bed sheets and a sleeping bag. The body was in a clear state of mummification, they said. The corpse was taken to the mortuary of a local hospital for post-mortem to be conducted. The man is being investigated for illegally concealing a body and benefit fraud. Yeah, I'd say so. Well, and again, he got pretty close. From a distance. I might not know the difference.
Come on, son.
But What have we learned here, folks? If you're going to do something like this, you better make sure your voice isn't deep and your neck's not thick. That's just a dead giveaway. But I wouldn't do that. Don't do that. That's not very nice. Go get a job. I think that's going to be, I don't know where to go after that, folks. I mean, you hear some crazy stories and then you hear some crazy stories and then you're like, what in the hell is wrong with people? And again, I feel like I ask that question to myself about 75 times a day. What the hell is wrong with people? I appreciate you all tuning in. I do hope everybody has a great, happy Thanksgiving. If I don't hear from you before, this is Blazed and Confused, brings you the news. We will catch you next time.
Blazed and confused is fake news!
Come on, son.